Amici, è il momento di partecipare alla veglia.
I'm not ready for this.
No, devi. Non è che ci sono grandi
Here
opzioni.
we go.
Devi andare fino lì. Quanto imponenti i caricamenti. Che per carità non è lunghissimo. Lungo spezzo il fatto che comunque ci sto giocando su PS5. Di solito sono un pelino più rapidi. Cioè non è lungo di per sé, anche se si sta dilungando un po' questo. Però era quello il senso.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires, but that mean you couldn't leave town. And you are.
Just really embracing those hick stereotypes, huh, Joel?
Gentlemen. We get you good old boys another round.
Mighty kind of you, Declan.
You're not worth it, Higgs. Making friends already, I see.
Declan, been a while.
Hey, careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah, shame that. You watch yourself.
I think it's time I go put up a photo at the memorial board. That's what people do, right?
La veglia di Nick. Sono appena entrato nel bar e già le cose hanno preso una strana piega. Giovanni è convinta che la morte di suo padre non sia stata accidentale che vuole che indaghi. Non riesco a togliermi questo pensiero dalla testa. È come se una parte di me che dormiva da tempo si fosse risvegliata. Partecipo alla veglia e rendi omaggio a Nick. Altro? Ok, sì. Joel. Tutti i minatori di Bastwood hanno perso il lavoro quando ha chiuso la miniera. Dovevo immaginare che danno ancora la colpa a me, invece che la gestione criminale alle condizioni di lavoro disumane. Declan era legge in città e Dredd. Ricordo com'era ai tempi della scuola. Era sempre pronta a fare a botte per difendere i più piccoli. Che sia diventato un poliziotto non è stata una sorpresa. Eh, ok. Non mi sembrano contenti, eh?
That's where Nick and I sat every time he dragged me out for drinks after work.
Sammy! Oh, it's been ages.
Tara?
Oh, me? I've had this stomach thing lately, always churning. And this thing with Nick, his car went up like a Sunday ham. He burned alive, you know. Have you met Hugh? He took over the old pharmacy just after you left.
No.
The infamous Sam. I've read that article you wrote on the mine. You must have put in a lot of legwork on that.
It took reading thousands of public records, but a pattern emerged of willful negligence.
You are a bulldog. A dangerous man to anyone using power to exploit others.
That's nice of you to say.
Oh, don't hesitate to drop by the pharmacy sometime.
Oh, and Sam, you...
But for now, I have a feeling you're not here for us.
Oh, right. Don't be a stranger, Sam.
Tara, che amministra l'ufficio del Basswood Jungle, è la classica collega stampa. Adora tutto e tutti, dinosauri, romanzi rosa, appeticatori in tv, teorie cospirazioniste, biscotti al riso, sagge dei nomi bizzarri. Scegli un tema e te ne parlerà per ore. Sono io. Hugh è appena arrivato in città, ma si è inserito bene. Del resto è il farmacista locale, deve inserirsi per poter fare il suo lavoro. Però è stato gentile a venire alla veglia di Nick.
Kathy,
Sam, you actually came.
I know you two haven't been together for a long time, but I'm still sorry.
We hadn't been close in years, but he was my daughter's father. I'll miss him. Joan was really hurt when you left town. Nick and I were never close after the breakup, and Joan's never had a lot of friends.
Yeah.
Maybe don't break her heart this time when you leave town, all right?
Hard to make promises. I don't do well with those in Joan.
I've noticed.
But I'll try.
Sam, I'm gonna hold you to that.
Cos'è il pazzo della memoria? Ah, è la cosa della scorsa parte. Ok.
You're a lot like Pac-Man, Sam.
I consume everything in my path?
You find every last bite. The mine closing wasn't your fault. Your investigation just hurried things up. You probably saved some lives, you know.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Muley.
You piece of...
Language.
Is that a wedding ring?
I didn't know you were thinking about marriage.
Oh, it's just... It feels like the right thing to do.
Dad, what's the point of getting married?
Well, it's just one of those things people do, Bug. Here, you can play.
Someone has to show you grown-ups. Video games are the realm of the young.
Have you talked to Anna about this?
That's kind of the point. I'll talk to her about it when I show her the ring.
If you say so. Hey, just remember I'm here, right? If you need anything. Anything but my arcade secrets. Those I'll take to the grave.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy. This photo always looked weird. Nick could never keep a straight face. He was more her best friend than a dad. I wonder who took that picture. Happier times. We drove straight to the sea after work on a Friday. Hell of a weekend. Bug was so small back then.
Mi dispiace. Ma io volevo... Oh,
Those
affanculo.
two were a great team.
Tutto questo per parole, però.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood? Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
Well, Dennis, I won the bet I had with myself that you'd be an asshole right off the bat.
That was a safe bet.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
It can. But it does give me less patience for people who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you been.
Really good. I'm thinking of going back to school. Go for another master's.
So you don't have a clue what to do with yourself. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
As time draws near, my dearest dear, when you and I must part, how little you know of the grief and woe in my poor aching heart. 'Tis but I suffer for your sake. Believe me, dear, that's true. I wish that you were staying here.
Dennis è responsabile dell'IT del giornale per cui lavoravo. È un uomo incattivito dalla vita, un tipo solitario che non ha molti amici a Bestwood. Nemmeno io del resto, ma non per questo siamo spiriti affini. Katie e Nick si sono sposati giovani e hanno divorziato presto. Non credo di esserle mai piaciuto, anche se sono il padrino di sua figlia. Oh, forse questo ha peggiorato le cose.
Bess always had a soft spot for Nick. I think she liked his work ethic.
Allora,
I thought it was 4,000.
Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well.
Not really. You just quoted him a couple of times and I thought it sounded good.
ok, volevo vedere... Niente, oh.
It's a masterpiece, plain and simple.
Questo?
Some people can play this game drunk. Anna was best at 3 beers.
Non vedete clienti che si ubriacano, non lo legge nessuno. Un luogo simbolo di Bestwood cambia proprietario, di Nick Walton. Una vecchia conoscenza, il barista Ethan Morrow rileverà il Coal Miner 7 dal suo attuale proprietario, Carl Edwards. Il Coal Miner 7 è uno dei pochi bar di Bestwood fin dai tempi del proibizionismo, quando vedeva alcolici di contrabbando. Riguardo alla nuova gestione, Ethan ha dichiarato: non cambierà niente, questo posto è una seconda casa per molte persone e voglio che resti così. Ethan manterrà persino la collezione di decorazioni di Edwards e spera anche di ampliarla con il tempo. Articolo di Walter. Uno sguardo su Bestwood, il bar sotto casa, di Walter Dodson. A volte è facile dimenticarsi dell'esistenza di quei posti che vediamo da sempre. Il Coal Miner 7 è uno di questi. Il suo proprietario, Ethan Morrow, fedele al nome del locale, ha ricoperto le pareti con tutti i coraggiosi minatori che hanno vissuto a Bestwood. Gli affari vanno a rilento, ma Ethan resta ottimista. Le cose vanno male in città, la gente di qui pensa ancora di potermi battere a fecette. Fateci un salto se siete in zona. I prezzi sono onesti, la birra è ghiacciata e Ethan ricorda i nomi di tutti i clienti. C'è una gamba più corta, un piccolo vantaggio per i clienti fissi. La usano i gruppi. Ethan sostiene la scena musicale locale. Fa bene. Nick detiene il record
Nick
da
and I
sempre.
spent so much money on this machine.
Palazzo della memoria.
Can't believe this whole thing's still working.
Ok. Praticamente questo pazzo di memoria mi fa vive i loro ricordi. Mira, cosa mi stai dicendo? Sto facendo danni con gli anelli, perdono.
The kids and I've been busy, and we got a little something for you that's gonna make you smile all day. Daddy, 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 daddy. But when the lights are out, it's time for me to show you my love. And I've got a feeling you've been pleased. So, daddy, 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 sit yourself down. Now you should know how much
Che scena carina. Prima o dopo la dichiarazione?
Anna?
Sam! I've missed you. Why did it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
Well, I'm here now. I'll have to try and come by more often. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? Even if not everyone around here would like it.
People around here have short tempers,
And long memories.
but most of them mean well. Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
I wanted to help. I was trying to make things better.
You always do. Try, at least. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
Yeah. That's, you two must be so hard.
Are you okay? You knew about us, right? He said he was gonna tell you.
Yeah, I knew, but knowing and, knowing...
Non sembra la faccia di uno che lo sa, eh.
Yeah,
Cioè, no?
I guess they are. But this was all nice. The funeral, the wake. Walter did a good job. But it all just makes me feel heavy. It makes my heart hurt. Like Nick's memory has been laid on top of me and I'm still carrying him.
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies?
Ho
Working on
interpretato
anything
male.
dangerous? Whew. Now this is a real can of worms.
This is a wake.
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be digging and pushing. You always do this. You always... I get it. I just... You're still you, huh? You'll always still be you, Sam. I hope you never change, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna go home. I hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
Pensavo utilizzasse un pochino più di tatto nel chiederglielo.
Samuel, come. Have a round with me.
I need a drink or two. Or 3. And then I'll go.
It's the guy who got the mine closed.
I can't believe he showed up.
Allora. Hannah e Nick, che cliché. Appena lasciato Westwood, il mio migliore amico e la mia ex si sono messi insieme. Forse potevo gestirla meglio, e anche fare domande sulla morte di Nick non è stata una gran mossa. No, poi io pensavo utilizzassi un minimo di tatto in più, non pensavo gli chiedessi subito: sono appena arrivato, è morto il tuo compare o ti faccio informazioni immediate? No, cioè ti chiedo, ti faccio subito domande. No, un minimo di tatto in più. Pensavo infatti utilizzasse... Vabbè, lasciamo stare. E anche fare domande... Ok. Una sola conversazione, già te uso Anna, let's go. Oh. Chiaramente è stato indelicato, ma l'ho capito troppo tardi. Del resto tu non puoi aver dovuto farlo. Ho fatto a Brianna chiedendo della morte di Nick, dai,
So tragic what happened to Nick. The details are horrible. They think he didn't die on impact. Instead, he roasted to death. Not enough to damage the bones, but, you know, not a pretty sight. Unless you're into that kind of thing, of course. I didn't mean to be rude, Sam.
It's all right, Tara. I don't like the sight of dead, burned people.
Oh, thank God. I wouldn't want to be rude on a day like this. Poor Sam. Now that Nick is gone, everyone in town hates you. I mean, I don't. Why would I? It's not my job you destroyed. You're not the cause of all my problems. I mean, that's what you did for pretty much all of Basswood, but not to me. So, I don't hate you.
Thanks for the confidence booster, Tara. I'll see you around.
Posso poi riparare con tutti.
People leave you or they die. That's the only way anything ends.
Sheriff Mitchell, parliamo anche con lei.
Mr. Hicks, good to see you. My condolences for your friend. Coming back in town must not have been easy. Officer Stevenson was telling me about your little welcoming committee.
It's all right. Declan saved the day.
We just don't want any troubles here. Not from you, not from anyone.
Don't worry, I won't stay in town long enough for that. One quick thing. Nick's death. Are you sure it was an accident?
Are we sure? What are you trying to say?
Now, Sam, I know you're a bird dog at heart and a bird dog hunts. But listen, Nick's death was an accident. Don't go riling people up. Don't you think you've done that enough to the nice folks around here?
I guess so. Enjoy your evening.
Does he really think?
You know Sam, he likes to prod and poke, chasing shadows that aren't even there.
Parliamo anche... No, posso solo guardare John. Mi rimane qualcun altro con cui parlare? L'ho fatto. Il minatore.
Hey Sam, why don't you drink to Nick on the other side of the bar?
Non mi amano. Ed eccoci qua.
Walter can be overwhelming at times, but he means well. You'd think a kid at a bar would stand out more.
Ok, tu dispiacevi con Walter. Con Walter, ok.
So, Nick wasn't drunk, and me? I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel. Join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round. Maybe Ethan has a suggestion for a worthy spirit?
Oh, spirits? Oh, no. Friends drink beer.
Yes, I suppose that's fitting. To dear Nicholas.
Yeah, he'd been coming in a lot lately. Sat right there. With a bad dad joke or two.
With friends, I guess? Maybe Anna.
Well, by himself with his laptop as his date.
He never drank alone.
You two were close, though, right? Tell me about the man outside the bar.
He had a terrible memory. Couldn't remember names, dates, passwords. Kept his notes squirreled around him like a hoard.
He got married young and had a kid. Then broke up and
Ma
dated my
perché
ex.
sempre così cattivo? Cioè, se l'ho interpretata con più del...
You can't compare lives. Just like you can't
Ma non è quello che volevo fare, infatti, pensavo dicesse altro.
The friend of man, the friend of truth. The friend of age and guide of youth. Few hearts like his with virtue warm.
Non volevo metterla su questo piano, quando mai?
If there's another world, he lives in bliss. If there is none, he made the best of this.
Burns. That from your eulogy?
You know Robert Burns? And no, just something I keep on hand for toasts.
Oh, it's a good choice. And sorry about that, Sam. I wasn't trying to bring you down.
Everyone liked him. I think even Dennis liked him somewhat.
He always had a lot of friends. A few who couldn't make it sent flowers.
How's the family taking it?
Joan and Kathy seem shaken. Kathy has a lot to deal with, now more than ever. And who can prepare for losing a parent? Not a soul. Not a single soul.
It always seemed so easy for him. Every day he'd show up, smile, no matter what.
Of the qualities in a good man, that one deserves to be at the top.
Not a quality I possess.
This isn't a place for self-pity. This is a place for dour reflection.
Yes, and drinking.
To Nick, he was my friend. He will be missed, but not forgotten.
Hear, hear.
Put that down! Kathy, what's your underage child doing drinking? You have no control over her? Ethan can lose his
I wasn't
license.
doing anything! Don't touch me!
Joan!
Leave me alone. You guys are all so stupid!
You do not talk to people that way. I'm sorry, everyone. She's just so...
That was quite heavy-handed. I hope the little one doesn't take it to heart.
I'll send her a text. Make sure she's gonna be okay.
Ma sai che non è un grande piano?
night. I'd say that went well. Ish. You got to chat with everyone you've been avoiding. Even if Joan got inside your head with her whole dad mystery death thing. Just shut up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh?
I am so very sorry. You stuck in existence, stuck in my head, just a terrible state you're in.
Get your anger and sarcasm out of your system. Better you take it out on me than anyone else. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in, that's progress.
Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean. Go away. Let me enjoy being miserable.
Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
Bene. È un buon momento per chiudere il video. Ci si vede con la prossima parte. No, non è vero, non ho fatto in tempo. Guardiamo la scena adesso.
No, stay out.
You have 10 minutes before we charge you for another day.
Okay. What kind of monsters have a checkout at 9? What happened last night? Oh, my head. Pills plus drinking. That was not my best idea. Did I black out or what? I can't think straight. I need some water on my face. Clear it up.
Bene. Questa volta davvero. Nella prossima parte.